Hello, this is a short video to show you how to use Talaxy to book and make parent evening appointments virtually. This is going to be done through Talaxy. Talaxy is a piece of software that we should be familiar with and that we've used a number of times for a number of different reasons. Just to remind you, the web address for Talaxy is ydb.talaxy.app. It's very important that we keep coming back to this address to ensure that we can log in successfully. Just so you're aware, this site will not appear in a Google search, so please type that address into the address bar within your browser. A couple of prerequisites before we get started. First one is you would have registered your Talaxy account before trying to book in. This is done later on and I'll show you how to do that. If you do go to our school website, you will be able to see a Talaxy icon towards the left hand side. Click on that icon. That will take you to a video that will guide you through the process of registering. You will also need an internet connection. That can be a 4G connection or a Wi-Fi connection. I would say that a Wi-Fi connection is more stable and often gives you a greater speed. Therefore, I would highly recommend using Wi-Fi over 4G where possible. You will need a suitable device. Now that suitable device can be a computer, a laptop, a smartphone, or even a tablet. The one thing we do have to have though is a speaker, a microphone, and a webcam. That will allow the process of the virtual parent evening to take place as close to face-to-face as we can get it. A suitable browser, and the one that we found that works really well is Google Chrome. But just check those security settings in case you've changed them, just to make sure that it works. So, how do we get into this parent evening module? Well, the first thing is to navigate to the website ydb.talaxy.app and click the login button, which is in the top right hand side. Here you're presented with a login screen. Enter your email address and password, or if you are at the registration, click the register button and complete those details. Please look at that video on the school website homepage. When you log into Talaxy, this is the screen that you'll be familiar with. We're looking for the button that says Parent Evenings, and there it is at the bottom left hand side on this version. However, the tiles may move about. You'll notice that the tile itself has Parent Evenings with the number 1 by it. This means that there is one event open for you to book into. If there is 0 or no number displayed, that means the bookings are not yet open. When you do click on the button, you'll be presented with all the various teachers and subjects that your son or daughter currently studies. You're able to scroll up and down and left and right and pick the slots that you wish to pick. You can see here that they are set out in 4-minute intervals with a 1-minute transition time between the two. So what I would suggest here is have a look at your schedule, see what appointments that you can make, and what you'll be doing is clicking onto each of those spaces when you'd like to make that appointment. If an appointment is not available because another parent has booked it, they will not show as available. They will not be white. What you will need to do is to click on a white tile, and what that will do is it will turn it green. Now that means that the parent evening slot is booked for you at that point. You may find that there are more than one teacher that teaches your son or daughter. If that is the case, please have a conversation with your son or daughter as to which teacher is best to see. If you're unsure, you can always email the teacher to see if they are the ones that are doing the parent evening, or maybe both or 3. If there are 3 teachers are doing them, you can book into those 3 teacher slots. When you do click into the green, so for example here you've booked a drama slot, you click onto the green again, you will have the option to remove a booking. We all appreciate that from time to time circumstance changes and the booking that you have previously made may no longer be suitable. If this is the case, click on the green and select the remove button. Here, that booking will be removed, but if you are trying to reschedule, just make sure the teacher does actually have a space for you to reschedule into. You will notice from this screen here that start video call is visible. We can come on to that shortly, but that is a button that you will press when you want to either test your settings or start the video call. So, this is what we need to do on the night. So we'll log into Talaxy, we'll click on the Parents Evening button, and then we'll select our very first appointment. That's what we can see here in the top left. So we can see a drama booking has been selected. Click it, it opens up a window. And the button we're looking to click on is Start Video Call. Now when you click the Start a Video Call button, depending on which browser that you're in, you'll get a pop-up message. The message is always the same, but it looks different depending on which browser you're using. So this one here says allow ydb.talaxy to use your camera and microphone. The button to click is allow. If you click don't allow, or never for this website as that screen shows, you're not going to be able to go any further forward. And there's a little message here. This is the one from Chrome where my security settings are too high and it says the permission is denied in the browser. We need to do our very, very best to test this before the event, before the evening. As I've said before, you can click Start Video Call to test. So once you've made a booking, there is no harm in clicking that button early because there's no member of staff on the other side waiting. You will get this message about using camera and microphone. You want to click allow. If you get this screen, you've got a bit of work there to do just to see what security settings are blocking you. Should you need to, you can always use an alternative browser. There is Microsoft Edge that you could try, but there is also, if you're using an Apple device, Safari. But do test it prior to the evening. On the evening, when you click the Start Video Call, in the top right hand corner, you will see, if everything is well, a picture of yourself taken from the screen cam, and you will have a bar going across the bottom. The bar actually represents volume or noise. That bar meter will go up and down as you are speaking. Okay? If you can see yourself and when you talk the bar moves, you're all set up ready to go. When the teacher arrives, you will see the screen here. Obviously it will go from black to showing a picture of the teacher. That is the screen that you need to see. On the right hand side you will see yourself and you've got a mute button. The mute button is particularly effective when you're not speaking as the parent, and that cuts down the background noise. There is a veil button. Now the veil button here just turns off the parental webcam. You can click that button if you want to hide yourself once the teacher has seen your face and you've had a bit of a chat, possibly you've established who you are and you're moving forwards. What you will see across the bottom is a time. That time goes all the way across to the end, and in the top right hand corner you also get to see a time. Now when you're in the last minute of the meeting, you will see it flash. There will be some flashing indication that you're heading towards the end of the meeting. You will see it, the class teacher will see it, and that is an indication that the class teacher should start to summarize the discussion and be prepared to hang up and move on to that next appointment. You yourself may have an appointment to go to. It's highly likely that the class teacher has a stack of appointments behind the one that they're currently in. So neither of you will be able to extend the time. The meeting will close down and you'll move on to the next ones. Very straightforward, and I'm sure the transition between appointments won't be a problem. What you'll need to do as a parent is go back to those original meeting slots and click into your next meeting. Again, if it asks that question about microphone and camera, the answer is yes, and you will see obviously yourself in the top right with the bar meter going across the bottom. Just a couple of things just to summarize here. Please do not panic. This is new to us all. New to me, new to you, and certainly new to the staff members at school. Please do not panic. Do watch the video carefully before the evening to ensure that you are using obviously Google Chrome. We believe that works really well, and you understand timings and which buttons to press. Watch this video a couple of times just to make sure that you understand what it is that you need to do. Should you not have a Talaxy account, do register. Okay, it takes around about 2 minutes to do so. There's a few emails up that goes forward and backwards. Pretty straightforward, I believe. Log in to Talaxy, make the appointments when the appointment window's open. This will ensure that you have a slot and it's booked for you. Just to remind you, the web address is ydb.talaxy.app. I've just typed the https:// at the front there. Either one works. Do try logging in up to an hour before to check that you've got access to the Parents' Evening button. There's no harm in clicking the start video call early, no harm at all. That just tests that your security settings are right, your camera works, and the microphone works. Make sure the camera and microphone and volume are fully enabled. Okay, that will allow us to move forward. The meetings do have a preset time. The duration cannot be extended, and the class teacher has no control over this. When the time expires, the meeting will end. If you do have any further questions for the teacher, please contact school in a normal way. On the evening, unfortunately, we will not be able to do any more than what we have done in preparation. Please be as forgiving as you can in case of any technical hitches. We are doing our very best in this very difficult time, and we're all getting used to the technology as we need to. We can but try, and I believe highly that we will be successful. It's straightforward, and I've got every confidence that it will work. If you do need some additional help, I've got a few emails there on the screen for you. So if you're struggling with a Talaxy account, setting it up, or you've got an error message, email technical@dinasbrand.co.uk. If you've got any sixth form queries, they can go to the head of sixth, that's Mr. Derbyshire, and his email address is a.derbyshire@dinasbrand.co.uk. And if you've got any ALN needs, just notice that spelling mistake, I will correct it. That is Miss Brooks, and her email address is k.brooks@dinasbrand.co.uk. Hopefully you found this video useful, and we can start making those appointments. Many thanks for listening and watching.